Hey, he's game, so I say. I'm still half sleeping. What's happening, Josh? Psycho! Why not play Season 9? I streamed Season 9 earlier, gotcha boy. And apparently this is only about an hour and a half walkthrough, so I'll probably play some Fortnite after this again. So, yeah. Work starting, Psycho. Damn! Thank you so much, Josh. Appreciate you liking the vid. Thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome day. Thanks for stopping by. It's all good, gotcha. I know what you meant. Steve, thanks for the like. It is pretty good, is it? I think Wacka just completed it there as well, so we'll see how we get on. Yo, Lee, what's good? We Liverpool and Tottenham game night. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Bum bag. What's happening? Bum bag. You good? Alright, let me set my thumbnail up. I'll get all this. We'll get all this done, bits and pieces. And hot water bottle's a little too hot, so I am going to be shifting it about. It's too hot sitting in one place. What do you think of Season 9 though, gotcha boy? I like the thumbnail I have for it now to do later actually. I like the guy with the long hair and beard. Pretty cool. And the story at the start, like I did laugh at the story with the banana. Evening face plants. How are you today? Good to see you home a bit earlier. Good, good. Straight home from work today. Did you have a nice... Oh, let me see if I can remember my Dutch. Tot sen? No? Ah. Tot sen. Well, I'll see you later, is it? Something Zach. Oh, fuck. Ah. Went to your sister. So, you have a sister as well, Faceplant, then? Is it just you, your twin brother, and your sister at home? Or have you got any more brothers and sisters? And what movie did you watch? Yo, Blood Dragoon. Thank you for the like, you little legend. In here dropping those likes every stream. Thank you so much. What remains of Edith Finch? Nice song. Edith Finch. Oh, he's watched Constantine. Nice. So you've got nieces and nephews? And did you like the movie? I think I've seen it before actually. Guys, give me 2 quick seconds just to quickly share on Discord and Twitter. I never remember to do this. Sorry guys. I don't know how to use Twitter half the time. Right. Let me just get my chat back up. Oh, on my phone first. Oh, damn, Devil. Thank you so much for the share, Devil. Alright, sorry guys. Thanks for bearing with you. Thank you so much, Devil. Good evening. How's your day been? Is it amazing, Hitman? Lacker's just finished it. Toby, he hasn't. Well, he hasn't actually told me if it was good or not, but I think we're pretty, pretty good to start. I'm assuming I'm opening this. Well, let me open it now. We're sitting at the tier. What are we doing? Looking at our diary. How are you, Hitman? You good? Yeah, it's great, Devil. I'm excited. These are the kind of games I usually like, you know. Mysteries. But this is the Finches. And there's Edith 1989. Gus. Yeah, me too, faceplant. I'm good, Devil. I nearly didn't wake up there. I woke up thinking it was tomorrow morning. I panicked a little. As you do.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning.
How are you, CBP?
House.
Okay, I lived here until I was 11. Nope, I'm not going that far yet. Creepy house.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Jesus, I thought that was somebody there.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent,
Jeez.
open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
What is this one? Oh, Davido's just in the middle of.
In her will,
Really
my
thirsty
mother
after
left me
the
a
sleep.
key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Finches.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
What age is this girl supposed to be? And she hoofs.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
It's weird outside, isn't it?
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Well said, Devil. Well said.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what
17?
those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Somebody's been missing. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really thirsty. I'll get my tea drink. Right, in we go.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
This is like a film I watched not that long ago. I don't think we're gonna get in that way. Good man, Devil.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
What was
I
that?
heard something moving around in the garage.
Is this a scary game? I didn't think this was a scary game. Mountain Finch, that was Edith's brother. Alright. Hey, Rim, what's happening? Yeah. It's the PS Plus free game. What? What do we do now? Don't imagine we leave the house, like. I think Guy is looking me to give them the PS Plus, which is not what the title says.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband.
Yeah, I like when sounds too, Devil. Do you have them face plant? Do they freak you out? Shouldn't be this way.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Can make you frown out, yeah. If you get nice ones, like there's nice ones you can get, there's ones that are just annoying. I'll find like a body in the woods or something. Oh, Liam. Oh my willy word. You got banned for writing it in a chat earlier. Whose chat did you write it in, Liam? You like such games, Sarmad? The Slayer? Didn't quite work like that. How's your day been? Where the fuck am I going? Like? Oh goodness, that's the way we come down, is it not? It does look like self-promo. Straight away, Liam. Took me a wee second, I read it and in the subway I still hadn't even realised it was you. Of course. Yes, of course, Devil. Like, I wouldn't have told you just to leave it that way, like. So, how are you getting on with season 9, Liam? Faceplant nearly banned you too. Just had to retrace my steps. Wait, is this not the way in? I'm really confused. Change the controls? What are you changing them to now? Fuck's back, I need him to tell me what to do. That leave me the whole way back up out of the house, like. Are you customising them? Such a bat, Liam.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
How are we gonna hop up?
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
It's weird. Maybe Milton's still alive. So we're not going up there, yep. This game is weird. I don't like all this walking about shit. Do I go back down this side? I'm super confused. Excuse me. I was missing anything up there, was it? I'm patient. I don't like walking about doing nothing. I don't like all these noises now. I don't understand how we can't stand to get in that door. Yo, Jeffrey. The game hype, yeah, but I want to be able to run. I can't run. How's your evening been, Jeffrey? This is where that deer went earlier. That's good to read. Exactly, Jaffrey. Walking simulator. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. Or where, like, she sort of spoke about this fence as if we were going to climb over it, but let's get down. Don't even let me walk off the edge. Hiccups is happening. It is. Well, can you tell me where I go from here? Like, I've been to the house. We've walked around. I walked all the way up to that. Like, wait. Do we have to go over this way? This is the way we came, though. Do you think we can go up there? No? Oh, don't tell me it freezes or anything, does it? Like, we went up to that gate and it said about the poster in the gate, and somebody else might have jumped over the gate, which I thought we were going to do. But it won't let me jump over the gate. No. Oh, I got excited there. Shit. I was going to be able to go up there. Nope. Definitely not. I am, Cubs. How's your day been as well, Dan? You good? Welcome back, Davo. I didn't realise you'd left us. This is where we came from. So, like... waiting for Cubs to help me out here. Come on, Cubs. Help me out. I don't think we're supposed to go back up here. Cubs, you legend. What are you at? Thank you so much. Guys, can we show Cubs some love in the chat? I don't know how this is fun though, me walking about. Not a clue where I'm going. Oh, devil. That's true. Give me 2 seconds, guys, because I need to read tissue. 2 seconds. Cabrax. I have to go to the house. Got 10 out of 10 reviews, Jeffrey. It's been a while. I did go to the house initially. Cubs. We went to the door and our key wouldn't work, and then we went round to the side and there was wind chimes. And we get it, Frog, you're there, Bunny, I know. It was just, it was kind of annoying me. Get good once you get past. Go kiss the froggy. You don't kiss the froggy. I was nearly for turning around back there at Coles. He nearly had me. So, this didn't work. We've done all this. Hashtag kiss the frog. Turb! You legend! Okay, let's... We picked through this wee hole. Well, about time, Waka. No, Turb, it's not a horror game, I don't think. But I'm super lost, Waka. What do I do from here, like? I've literally been walking about for like half an hour. Let's see if we have to kiss this frog. Shut up. Makes you paranoid. An adventure game? Yeah. Oh god, shut up, frog. What the actual deuce? Go back to the house? It won't let me into the house. What am I supposed to do at the house? Tell me. How do I get in? See, I bet you this fucking stupid thing has like glitched. And it's probably not loading my next bit. I don't know why games seem to like to do this on me. Knock knock. Guard side door, yes. This is where I thought I've had to go the whole time, but every time it doesn't let me do anything. Somebody was in the guards as well. You're actually serious?
The doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
I thought it was going to give me a white fucking dot. Oh, guys. See, you should have been here a lot sooner. I've been walking about for fucking 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Oh, it is. So we've still got a car here.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
I am not joking.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Somebody's in there. For Kansas salmon, I know.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
After it sank.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yeah, I did. And then it took me back up that lane and I got more words. Which is why I got confused. Words appeared at the guard's door, but we'd already been round to the side. Nothing happened to try to get in. Alright guys, look, just never mind, alright. We're in now. We're getting on in the game. 70% M&M's. Oh, nice. I like M&M's. Are the ones with the peanuts in them, or just the plain chocolate ones? Faceplant.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Did you see the picture of the music box that I put in the Amsterdam pics?
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Oh my god. I'm just trying to make my stream last a bit longer than an hour and a half. Devil, we know this. We're moving on from it, guys. Stop it. Look at that wee birdie. Hey, little birdie. Is this Barbara Finch? Ew. Guys.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Is this a library? No way, Cubs. Why are you going in 4 weeks' time and not last week? What? Right enough. Oh my god, I want to go back so bad.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Wait,
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Wait, what?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh my days.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
I wouldn't be too worried about the Brexit stuff. Load of nonsense. Amsterdam, Germany, maybe they can. Oh my god, Cubs, sounds amazing. What are you doing, like? Devil. Seriously, like.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Stories I have for you, Devil.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
It's kind of weird. Oh, there's a wee bunny. That wee bunny, and that was everywhere in Amsterdam. I seen that you can get them on Amazon for a lot cheaper, so I'm gonna get myself one. I fell in love with it. No, not the bunny that you're thinking of. Oh, you don't even need to take the tour. Just Google it. Put it into your Google Maps, Cubs. Walk around it, and the wee guy will stand outside, ask you if you want to go into the peep show or the live sex show.
December 13th, 1947.
You'll get your eyes opened anyway.
Dear Diary, I'll be gone
It's good,
soon,
you have to do it, like.
but I wanted to tell
And
somebody
the sex
about
museum.
what's going to happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving.
I
So I
can't.
looked around for something to eat.
That's bad. What's happening? Pog. What's good? No, that's not what I was talking about, Devil. I knew you were going to say something like that. You and your sellotaping the spoon to the drill marker. Yeah, yeah. Are you not in Discord, Cubs? They're in my Discord pictures.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
What? What am I missing here? Shit, gerbil food?
My Halloween candy was all gone. I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back. I kept eating and eating.
Dear me. Spoon for everything. Spoons.
I ate a lot of things that night.
I kind of have missed why she's eating these things. Or is she lost in the room? What's happening? Devil. What is this?
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? Oh no.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
How do I get up there now? Eat the bird. The old devil. Well, there's a ladle, there's a wheel. Cough. Right. I'm just supposed to do the window. Oh, we're not supposed to eat these birds. What, down here you mean to this other window? They won't let me down off here. Trying to follow the bird, but how do I get over there? And you asked what I'm trying to figure out. Here we go.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Always getting angry.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
I don't even know where she's went to now. Alright.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
What?
First, all I heard was
What the fuck is going
Then I
on?
heard little teeth nibbling.
You're checking out season 9, no worries, devil. Why is she an owl now? I'm so confused.
Rabbits.
Am I supposed to eat the rabbits then? But oh, this isn't gonna do it. Okay, right.
Imagine his face looking up and seeing mine. What? I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
I don't like killing the animals.
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. Suddenly, I was a shark.
A shark? Oh shit.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Probably taking some smacks,
I
isn't
was
it?
hungrier than ever. Juicy seals.
This is really hard to try and look. Why does it keep going up? Keeps going up. Well-known dish, rabbit with plum. I remember having duckling for the first time. It was delicious. But I felt so guilty afterwards, like it wasn't like it was duck, it was like wee duckling. Sad times, like. Alright, I can't fucking be a shark. Duckling is delicious. What was it that?
I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm an octopus. No. Yeah.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
We're gonna eat a person.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Don't sound like that.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Guess I kinda like this guy. Kill Marco, what's happening? Got this way now for the captain.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry.
Oh no,
Across
what?
the water, I smelled something new.
This girl's
Something I
awful
had to
hungry, like.
have, so I swam towards it.
Something that she had to have.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Oh my god, it's the toilet.
I got closer and closer.
When she's home, the sweet smell. Oh dear.
All of my stomach started growling.
All my
And
stomach.
suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath.
Jack before you squat.
I couldn't hear anything.
This cubs.
To fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know.
Do you read them stories of like
Delicious.
snakes and stuff coming up, or like spiders? And I will be delicious. What? Shit. Ollie died in 1947 then?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Looks like cubs. Looks like wacko. Correct. Oh, that proper like tickled me. Oh, the Cubs was bad enough like that. Proper set me off like. Oh, kitty. Damn, I just heard the cat like.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here. This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though,
Oh really,
when we
Wacko?
adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Okay. Right. You have to like feed it dead rats and stuff. Wacko.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Saving. It's a snake. Badger, badger.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
You wouldn't mind feeding them dead ones?
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
So she's called Edith Jr.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Yeah, faceplant, that's what I've heard. There's a guy, quite close to here had a snake. This is what would put me off, like. And he fell asleep and he woke up and the only thing actually that stopped him was the snake. Tried to eat him, but it, like, went up from his foot, like started to swallow one leg, and obviously got up as far as his hip and couldn't swallow anymore. The guy woke up with a fucking his whole leg in a snake. Ugh.
Even in her 90s.
Nah.
Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than
I
my
think I'd
mother.
rather keep a live rat as a pet than a snake, whack, I know. My god, there's the frog. Also, we round up one.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Stinking.
It was a pretty big trace.
There's a secret in this bathroom. Oh.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Mitten. This is Calvin's room.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Cool. I never loved a room like this as a kid.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Aw. Thomas.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
We're not gonna get off this swing. So I've gone on the swing, going really high and then jumping off it.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Shit. Tree's gonna break.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Yeah. Oh no.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Wow. Yo, yes, Ben, what's happening?
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I know somebody that did do that, but obviously they didn't come off it. It just they were able to get it round the bars at the top. As I was getting fuss back sorted, there's a wee raffle. How's your evening been, Ben? Callum was the spaceman. Guess we'll go see Sam.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh wow. Looks like a story game, like Heavy Rain. Yeah, it is, it's good. 4 reviews. This house is pretty cool, like, not gonna lie.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh my god, you can't sleep? Do you know it's late for you now? Is it not like 3 or 4 in the morning?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
No soccer skins, that's funny, no.
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of. The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
There's lots of photos here anyway. Wait. How are we back here then? We're not getting to Barbara's room?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Jesus fucking Mary and Joseph and the little donkey. That girl has scared the shit out of
I always
me.
thought of Barbara as a child star.
Damn it. Oh my god. Shitty scary ass grandma.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale.
GG fist bump.
America's
2:54 AM.
unfortunate family. I'm calling it
EKG
the
scans?
surprise ending of Barbara.
You mean ECG?
Finch.
ECG scans? Echocardiogram?
As a child
Echocardiogram?
star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now it's
There's a rhyme.
she was
The one
almost
side are 10 leads,
a has-been.
but you have a red,
In
green,
a lucky break,
red, yellow, green,
she'd
black.
been asked to perform her signature
So it's red, yellow, green,
scream
bike.
at a local
Or you
convention
remember
for
green for
months
spleen,
on
so it's always on the
movie
left side.
fans.
And
It
then
was
the other
just
ones are
to
numbered,
boost
so
her
they're pretty
career
easy.
needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting
Pumpkin?
better.
Now we
I
want
think
to
you just
pumpkin.
need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Uh-huh.
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
His voice is pretty weird, like, isn't it?
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
I'm confused. So what are we doing there?
Don't feel rattled. Still.
Oh dear!
Oh, he's trying to scare her. I like
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
She's not scared at all.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept them for something to remember him by.
Barb,
His crutch.
have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
The Late Show, man. I love the Late Show.
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
You're dead, Walter. Uh-oh.
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Oh, shit.
Moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
No, because especially it's not even the... That's what do you call him? Capital E on it. Is the head sore yet from the studying?
The hookman had vanished.
Jesus.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Trick-or-treaters.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What have you done? Oh my... He dead. I don't think he is, you know. Oh dear. Oh shit.
The monsters had come to surprise her.
The monsters?
It was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
It's the pumpkin man.
Myself, but She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
What?
Now that's what I call a real...
You're for real scared now?
eerie tale.
They both sleep. Super weird.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was.
GG, Ben.
Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Is this right? Is there not a secret room in here then? Or are we going back to the music box? Yo, Lady K, what's happening, chick?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
It's getting dark in here too. I'm good, Lady K, and yourself?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Good, glad to read it, Lady K.
I remember asking Mom once
Friday,
about where
tomorrow?
Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Swansea must have stayed down here then.
Goodbye, everyone.
No, Lady K, it's not
I can't
scary.
believe
It's
I've
more
been
like
down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking
it's more like any story mode. It's not scary though. Oh God.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow, But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Yo,
Even a
Popcorn,
monster
what's
on
happening?
the other
How's your
side of the
evening?
door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Just eating our peaches, is it?
And then one
Plums?
day, everything
Peaches?
just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
No problem, Mark. I'll catch you in about 20 then.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
What was it he was waiting?
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Wasn't popcorn pizza, was it by any chance, okay?
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate
Shit, Calvin's
all of
gonna...
it, especially the food.
Calvin's gonna die.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh,
Walter
well.
died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Did you eat it with your fingers? I want some buttered popcorn. Can't say football. A bucket of nope. Oh, we're supposed to go down here. We can see down here.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Are we gonna die by a train as well? Damn it. Aren't we gonna go down? Oh my god, there's a crutch up there too. I know, suppose then I noticed his name changed yesterday or the day before. I realised she was here for the whole initial joke. Right. Like I said, man, I don't know how to get down there now. Putting his dishes beside the toilet. Burger sandwich. What, shit, what is left? Is that? I don't know. I would have thought I was supposed to go down there, like. Can I climb through here? Is this not a wee... It's a wee gap in the wall, like. Well, it depends, because I mean, you can have a burger, if it's a burger and a bop or in buns. That kind of. Can anybody help? Well, I want some tea. Never mind, guys.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
What else didn't she tell us?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
The same mythical,
Now that there's only one of us left,
magical land as me,
two.
Lady Cat.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else.
You think if your uncle died, you wouldn't be walking so slow through it? Sure you wouldn't.
Might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
Guess this is the game over.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
At least.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
You wanna go walk in the sea? Or you gonna go?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right
I didn't
now.
almost fall off a cliff, Popcorn.
I
Dark
think
vibes.
people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
We just come in that way.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Until he said it. Oh.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Wow, wow. Dear me, cemetery.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Hilarious.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.
1990.
My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
You trolling a little bit.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Treehouse. What's that doing into me?
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh shit. Oh, for crying out loud.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
I hope you're a good swimmer, Lady Cat. Oh, no. Check. Taking photos of himself.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Exactly, fist pump.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
What was I taking a picture of this time?
I will never forget this.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Let me get behind you.
Oh my god, we're going to take
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you need to be strong. Great shot, Don.
Oh my days. What are you guys talking about? Oh, Don's crying.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Still alive. My $4's $1. Bunny. As well.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most
my
that my mom
sign?
had told me.
Does kind of look like a bunny.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They both lost a lot.
Yeah, popcorn. What are you doing, girl?
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, and there's the frog.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to...
Oh dear me.
Hold on, sweetie.
I think we know what happened to Gregory.
Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right
Yeah,
now.
legit curious. I want to know the answer to that because, yeah. I have a funny story behind pylons.
What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Is that supposed to spell something, TinaHuggies?
he saw.
What was the trophy tree?
Sure made him happy.
Imagine frogs run like humans. Nice popcorn.
I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
Uh-oh.
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Oh shit, it's gonna fail, isn't it? I don't wanna do it.
I wish you could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand.
Not even wrinkled yet.
About everything.
Bunny. Had a bath in ages. Frogs just having a bite there somewhere.
Wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
Yes, he got sucked down the drain.
I want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Just before you go towards the light. That would be alright, actually, like. Yo, welcome back, Wacko. You
My
still love
mom
these
moved up
climbing
to the
walls as
loft
well.
after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers.
I'll go back up there. Shit. Oh. I see you lurking, devil. Oh, was it like that?
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Hit it with a spoon for buns. You should have took a picture of that, Wacko. There's sardines and toast, ham and cheese and chilies.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Definitely spoons.
My father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Show me your... Okay, popcorn.
Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Just flying this kite there. Very therapeutic. It's like chili on the belly, cool on the tool, nippy on the titty, that type of thing. Popcorn. Right, what's happening here, like? socks and grab your socks. Gonna rock out with her cocks out. Okay, so what's happening, little wacko? What am I doing here? What's... Can I not come in, like... What is going on, like... Okay, fucking hell, some hour and a half back up. Oh. Sick.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Yeah. You.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Go. That's just...
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Dawn's bed's not even made up. Now, Barty. Was it gonna name you Jessica, Jeffrey? Freaking hope so, Wacka. Where do I go though? It'd be easier if you just like... I don't have to go back up there like that. Or am I going through here again? Casper? Right, no. I'm gonna play that for a second. And Casper's a friendly ghost. this right, Whacker? I don't know if it is. Right? Least there's a bank heist on the go. Jeffrey Jr. Epic name, Jeffrey. Epic. GG, devil. Pure spite, yeah, popcorn. It's been like fucking foamed up this door. Weird. Climb it up, what's this here? I didn't climb that, I come down that though. Haven't climbed the rope though. Climb this. I've already been up here. And then it brought me down there. It's maybe because I hadn't been to... No. Doesn't go up anyhow. Never mind.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
No,
Lewis was
Jeffrey.
born a year later.
It's just like a story game.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Guess this is the rope we climb in.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
It's gonna be one of these flip books, isn't it? So it's a... Oh, it was a chew. I said alcohol. Scent of a woman. Hoo-ha. What about yours, Popcorn? Oh, there's like loads that I love, like.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
That one went into a door then? Where's your door at, Milton?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Why would you seal them?
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Don't think she wanted Milton getting out either. Sharknado. The Departed? Seriously, Popcorn. Rose Red and Kingdom of Heaven. I've never heard of either of those faceplant.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis.
This is Barn senior as me. So that I am. Oh, Monty Python's Life of Brian is brilliant. On the waterfront, I haven't seen it.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Weed.
That part of him lived on.
You legalize marijuana. I has a play. Oh well.
Louis
A
and I spent a lot
Wonderland
of time
Turbo.
playing games together.
Looks like
but
a
he was
PlayStation 1 to
surprisingly
me.
bad at them. He died a lot.
Always look on the bright side of life. Yeah, that's the one.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that had not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Uh-oh.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Ah. Come on, pups. He's gonna get his hand chopped off or something.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Put a finger in what? What? Your little finger? That's what he's talking about. Yeah, I like routine. I don't like change. Seriously, Waka. I feel like we're bad influences on you in here, Waka. Like, you hadn't drank Buckfast in a good while too, like, till you come here. Now you're smoking pot. It's a gateway drug, like. It's not good, it's not good. Yo, Excalibur, what's happening? Yeah, it's a good game. Sorry, guys. I was too busy enjoying cutting my fish's head and the... This is fun.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
For fuck's sake.
And he was always humming something.
I hope you're good.
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him. At all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
Isn't that nice? Oh, is he stuck behind this fish?
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Yeah, Lewis!
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, these night shifts, Excalibur, it's not good. Tobia's moving on.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Lewis the Conqueror.
New Louisville.
New Louisville.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her electric sitar.
Comes up in the ball. Oh yeah, how long had it been? Margaret? But sure, that's just like starting over again once you get a few in you. Soundtrack.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
No, Liam, this is only supposed to be an hour and a half. I'm going on Fortnite after this again.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Just having fun with some other games first. I haven't played enough, buddy. I like the changes, I think. I don't know. Maybe them we air vent things that go around, there's maybe too many of them. We're in the cannery now.
began to forget the world we know.
Have you been playing like a bot, Liam? You
I
not
think
playing
it
alright
pained him
earlier,
to
like?
remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh, shit. What's going on here?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Getting top. Well, why are you playing cross-platform?
The palace would be packed with his companions.
No, fuck the heavy. Didn't like it either.
Including the wise Calico who had insisted on advising him.
Little shake, Bagger. Are you gonna be on Fortnite tonight?
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
And what was that? Put the crown on?
Bend down his head.
Oh my days. Yeah, I see what's happening. Bend down your head, chop.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
That story was definitely more than one page long, like.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
I suppose I could do another wee stream for a couple hours of Fortnite, like.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
This is the last story. Well, what would you prefer? Like, whatever you prefer. Career fortnight.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
Oh, my dad's nursing home.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This
Popcorn
is about
picks the crew.
what happened on the night you were born.
How about everybody else?
That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
This is where this goes. Guys, anybody, like, any recommendations for games at all? Certainly, let me know and I'll get them, like. Give them a go.
God, it's
I mean, like, I did see this one the other day whenever I come home.
I've seen that house every
But,
day.
like, I forgot about it till Waka said about it earlier. They're bullshit, so you don't mind.
But I never thought.
It's all good face mount, yeah. It's late for you.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
I don't know what you mean.
For a while, I wandered.
Ever played Hellblade? No, I don't think so. I know of it, like, but I don't think I've ever played it.
I started seeing things.
There's a few games that I have actually played and then I forget I've played them. Till I start playing them again, like, oh wait, I did play this before. Diablo, if you can speak in English, please.
Ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
10 out of 10, Waka.
What are you doing in here?
I'll check it out.
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Classic games, definitely, Bonnie.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
12 of my hours, so I could definitely. Oh. Sweet thumb I picked too. Sweet thumbnail. Nice.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now...
Exactly, popcorn.
Things didn't work out.
That's a good way of looking at it. I don't have PS now, but like it probably would be cheaper to get PS now than buy a whole load of games.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Edith Finch. We're unlucky 3310. Brilliant. GG, guys. Well, there we go. That's what remains of Edith Finch. Oh, for Shirley Dallas. Rip. Oh. Alright, so it's going to give a whole load of rips here. A lot of classics. Rip. Alright guys, what are we playing then? $20 a month. I know. It was the first person was a rip. She was dead. Welcome back, Psycho. Game's over already, I know. Damn. It was a good game, I enjoyed that. I mean, we did waste like 40 minutes at the start trying to figure out what we had to do, but... Oh, thanks, Johan. Trophy. The curry. Ah, wee jackals. Wee dogs. Hello, everybody. Right, well. I guess we'll end it on that one then and try some crew. Well, it'll have to be... I need to play Fortnite. Okay. I mean, the plan was to play Fortnite. But... Where's Stephen when you need him to do like the bat thing? No, do you know what? I need to do it because Turb made me a nice Fortnite thumbnail, guys. Turb's hard work would be going to waste if I didn't play Fortnite. I could keep that for tomorrow actually because... Oh damn. Right, well I guess Crew's winning on the votes like. When you use PS now you can't stream. Oh well then it'd be pointless getting that. I think I'll play the Crew. What? You're Oh, are you serious? Serious? Sorry, Bonnie. Replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to play from the beginning. No. No, I'm not playing, I'm watching while I'm jumping on Fortnite. Yeah. Yo, Tank, what's happening? Oh, Sid's just joined your lobby, has he? Right, well, I suppose I'll end this one, guys, and set up another one. I'll catch you in about 5-10 minutes, I guess. Yeah, right, we'll catch you in 5-10 minutes, hopefully. And I think we'll play the Crew, because obviously the majority of people have voted that, so. I'll see you tomorrow, Faceplant. A title here, just because I can't remember my Dutch for sure dreams. Something sagt. Right, guys, I'll catch you in about 5-10 minutes. Slap sacked. There we go. Right. Right, catch you in a bit. Bye.